Haven't hit record on the studio for a long time. Oh, pretty. Pretty, 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 pretty. We're back! Then, happy spooky season to you all. Of course, spooky season for me has been always, but, you know, I keep it spooky whenever I can here. I have, in the last few years, introduced new lights into this area. For those of you who may not know, who don't follow me on any of my social media, this is not just my studio, this is my media room. TV's right there, and I have, you know, I fall asleep on this couch. I cuddle with my dogs on this couch. I don't mean to fall asleep on this couch. I just fall asleep on this couch. I do have a bed, but I have been introducing all sorts of elements in here, posters, stuff hanging on the walls. I have 3 now new neon light signs because apparently that's the new trend in house decor, or at least decorating decor for whatever season. I don't know. Are there going to be neon signs for Christmas? Whatever. I'm going to stick with my spooky ones. But I think that one might be my favorite for this studio, and it goes really well with the couch. So, but there's this one. I have the Enter If You Dare sign from At Home, and I have a cauldron, which is probably too big for this space because there's not enough wall space for it. But I recently, and I'm still towards the end of the project, but I'm converting our guest bedroom. We have one room in this house that's a guest bedroom into a second studio that will be where I can do more music production stuff. I also have a new green screen that I would like to do some green screen stuff with, and there could be use for like a second studio and another place to hang at least one of those other neon signs. So that all being said, Terror Tuesdays. I know that over the last couple of years, my subscriber count has gone from the 200s to the 300s, like mid 300s, without me really putting out a lot in terms of content, and just based on the content that is there. And for those people who have joined and I haven't supplied anything new for, 1, I'm sorry, and 2, thank you. Thank you for sticking around. There is new content on the way, and that is why I am putting out this video right now. Not just to show you my new studio setup, which is still in progress. Like, I don't even know if I like where the camera and the lighting is located here. I might want it to be there or there, whatever. But, and the puppies are currently hanging about in a different part of the house, so you won't see them in this video. But I would like to arrange things in a way where they can be around and not run into cords and knock my camera around and stuff. So I'm still figuring that out before I film anything new. That being said, I have 2 already filmed, already edited Terror Tuesdays that have not been released. They are currently on my Patreon. And thank you to my 1 Patreon subscriber who has become a great internet friend of mine and who I will hopefully meet someday in our journeys around the country. He has been really inspiring for me to not give up on my dream of doing more Terror Tuesdays and more stuff with horror. So it's been really great to have that kind of support. Also, there are 3 other Terror Tuesdays that were filmed but have not been edited, and I'm actually toying with a new style of editing for how I will do those Terror Tuesdays. I have had an issue with a couple of my videos getting copyright claimed, one of them being my famous Duel reaction. I was like one of the first people, I think, to actually react to that. I think it's a TV movie too. It's not even a movie, it's a TV movie. And it got copyright claimed after like 2 years of it being on YouTube. So I mean, I'm not monetizing this channel currently, but if I ever do, that's one of my highest viewed videos and I'll have issues. I won't be able to get any money from all those views. So that sucks, but that should not stop me from putting out the content I love. And I will tell you, boop, I will tell you one thing. I keep wanting to watch movies, and I'm like, no, because that's probably going to be a good reaction. I bet I will love this movie, or I will have some sort of whatever on my face while I'm watching this movie. I've got to get it on film. And so there are a ton of movies, old and new, that I just have not been watching. Some that I know friends of mine want to see me react to. And I have like a huge list, and it's growing, of all these movies that I just want to watch for you guys. I think because of the copyright claim thing, I may do some lives where it's not going to follow the regular Terror Tuesdays format. I'll probably base it on what studio is putting out a movie, because those things, you don't always have to worry about copyright claims on those anyway. They're just lives. And I'm not going to be showing most of the movie during those lives either. So yeah, I'm still toying with some general ways of how I'm going to do things. But I'm back. I have content to put out. One video, you may not have noticed this, or maybe you did, but I did a Terror Tuesdays reaction to the movie Ghost Story. It was one of the last ones I did. There were like 3 different Terror Tuesday videos that I came out with in a row when I was on a little bit of a hot streak before I had to take a break yet again. And one of those was Ghost Story, which not a lot of people talk about, not a lot of people have done anything with on YouTube. And I think it's starting to become a popular movie now that In Search of Darkness has talked about it. And I think more people are starting to give it attention. But my video got pulled completely. It didn't just get a copyright claim, it got copyright claimed so hard that they removed it from YouTube entirely. So I think it got a couple hundred views before that happened, and then it poofed, just disappeared. In fact, there were comments on that video about like, are you okay? Where have you been? Before it even got removed from YouTube. And I will tell you that there are certain studios, I won't name them, that do things like that, that I need to be a little more careful about when I'm doing reaction type content. So I might not cover those movies as much, just knowing who's putting out what, because I don't want a video to come out that people are liking and then all of a sudden it's gone. So I'm keeping that in mind moving forward as well. Also, it's just better for my morale if my stuff doesn't get magically pulled from YouTube. So I don't want that to happen. But I have re-edited this movie. I had to do some stuff to the video footage and the audio for it. So and I think I cut back a few seconds here and a few seconds there on clips to really make sure it's within that 10-second limit that we have for fair use. So tomorrow, because this update video should be coming out today. Hopefully it won't take me that long to edit. It should be coming out today. So then tomorrow is Tuesday, and this should be re-uploaded. Ghost Story Terror Tuesdays reaction on a Terror Tuesday will be re-uploaded in a slightly different look so that we can have that back on the page, because I thought that was a pretty good reaction. I really enjoyed watching that movie. So tomorrow, Terror Tuesdays re-upload, and then the next week I'm going to drop that first Patreon video. The week after that, I will drop the other Patreon video going public with those 2. And hopefully by then I will have, in a potentially new style, but not completely new with the other things I'm going to bring in when I start filming again, 3 Terror Tuesdays to come out after that. That should take us past Halloween. If my filming of content works the way I want it to and the editing goes as quick as I would like it to as well, I may do a double feature. Or a double Terror Tuesday week, the week of Halloween, maybe. That would be a nice goal to have, but I don't want to blow through all my content and then have nothing for November. So let's play that one by ear. And there is there's 3 actually, other things I would like to do for spooky season, which is why I've been doing all this renovating. Which is why I've been doing all this renovating with my studio number 2, because there are some shorts that I would like to come out with. And if all goes planned, since those things should be fairly easy to edit and I don't have any travels coming up and whatnot, then I should have at least one short on top of Terror Tuesdays coming out every week, starting the first full week in October, so next week. So stay tuned. Thank you again for sticking around this channel. Where have I been? You're probably wondering. Potentially, I don't know, maybe. I have a job. I got a job in 2021, and it has been a amazing but unusual journey. I work out of literally this room most days. This is also my office, not this couch. I have a desk. It's over there. You can't see it, but I have a desk that's over there. But you know, you work from home, and then I work for a company that is fairly new, so I take on a lot of responsibilities and big projects, and I've just been exhausted. On top of that, I got pretty sick last year with some stomach issues that I am working on making better. I'm not going to say I'm 100%, but I'm definitely better this year than I was last year. And then I've had travels. If you are not following me on Instagram, you should, because you'll hear about my travels a lot more there. I still have stuff to upload from the cruise I took in February, which was for a friend's 40th birthday party. And then I had a, not last minute booked, but it was only booked right before that trip happened, a trip that happened around my 40th birthday. It wasn't a 40th birthday party trip, it just happened to happen around then, with another friend out to the UK, where I got to do some ghost tour stuff and see spooky Scotland, all covered in rain and fog and smoke. Beautiful. But those things take me away from being able to do these things. The messes I have to clean up in this house from unpacking and just getting back into the routine of things has been nuts. My dad does the best that he can, of course, and I love him and I'm grateful that he's around. He is still around for anybody who might remember my dad showing up for things or seen him in my social media. And maybe he'll appear in a Terror Tuesday or something. Sometimes he drops in and likes to watch horror movies with me. So it would be kind of nice if he just plopped down on the seat next to me. If not one of the dogs, maybe it'll be my dad. So I've been going through all this with my job and with my travels. And there just hasn't been a lot of time to get back into this. And I didn't want to try to be consistent and fail yet again. But for the foreseeable future, except for maybe one short trip for Christmas for my company to see them for a Christmas party, I should be staying put home with my people. Oh, on top of that, I joined a band. I'm in a cover band right now as a lead singer and tambourinist extraordinaire. I'm amazing at the tambourine. And they're called One-Eyed Fred, in case you want to check them out. They don't really post a lot of stuff online. We do have a gig this weekend. And that only really matters if you're in the greater Cleveland area, because it is like an hour outside of Cleveland. So if you are interested in that, it is at Old Prague. And at the moment, I can't remember what time it starts, but I'm pretty sure it's in the evening. So if that is something you are interested in, we do a lot of like Tom Petty type songs and covers. Tom Petty, Bruce Springsteen, Stevie Nicks, that kind of stuff. But then we also throw in a few like 90s things here, Alanis Morissette, the Four Non Blondes, you know, the classics that you would hear a cover band do. That's us. One-Eyed Fred. But now that we're in spooky season, I'm getting into a good balance where I can start bringing these things back in. And there is so much content that I want to provide for you guys. The Terror Tuesdays, the 2 ideas I've been planning in my head and bought a new green screen for shorts on both YouTube and Instagram. And by the way, if you are not interested in certain platforms of social media, I am starting an Upscrolled account, which is a fairly new app. There's not a lot in terms of people who are in the horror community, and I think we need to move over to there. Whoever is still on social media nowadays, check out Upscrolled. You might like the platform. You might like the people who are behind the platform, the purpose of putting out yet another app that is like Instagram. Blue Sky, for all my live texting adventures. I'm not on there a lot, but I would like to get back to that, especially since I miss my live tweeting community. And not a lot of us are doing Twitter anymore. So Blue Sky is where I'd like to get back to for that. I'm on there whenever there's a Joe Bob special on or a Joe Bob night. Like this Friday, there will be a double feature Joe Bob. So I will be on Blue Sky. You will find me there. I am still active on Instagram, but not that much. Upscrolled is where I'm going to be starting to post even more. So if you have not created an account yet, go check that out. And you will find me there. Same username, Mary Graves, CLE. All right, I think I updated you on everything, and look forward to the re-upload, the new Terra Tuesdays content, the even newer Terra Tuesdays content. And if you want those videos as soon as they are done and uploaded to YouTube, instead of just waiting for the schedule, go check out my Patreon. I have ideas of what I would like to do there too. I actually don't even know what my tiers are at the moment. It's been so long, but I will be contributing more stuff to that too, starting with the first full week of October. So get ready. And I will see you next Tuesday.